I've made the most amount of progress at the gym when I've slowed down, when I stopped rushing things, stopped rushing my sets. Ever since I was younger, I feel like I had this attitude that, yeah, I want to, when I got started with weightlifting around 16 years old, I always had the mindset that, yeah, I want to get this workout over with. It's a lot of pain. Let me finish this set already, right? So you rush things, you don't perform as good. But honestly, to give you an advantage over other people your age, the best thing that you can do for yourself, for your future self, is to slow down your eccentric movement. So your eccentric movement is the part of the movement where you're going with the force of gravity. So for example, with the bicep curl, it'll be when you're going, away from your body. This is the concentric movement, right? You bring your arms towards you, and the eccentric is away from you. And that's where I want you to slow down. And you'd make a lot more gains, because what's happening is you're putting your muscles under more tension. In fitness, it's called time under tension. And you're putting yourself through more pain. So obviously your muscles will need to adapt for that pain, for that extra pain that before you didn't want to do because you were scared of that pain. So essentially you would rush things. You just go like bicep curl. Obviously you go to the gym, you see these guys lifting 60 pounds. You see these guys doing like 60-pound bicep curls. Like, I can do them too, but my form, number one, is going to be shit. And I'm going to be rushing. I'm going to be using momentum. Do you ever see those guys at the gym? They obviously have an ego and they're just rushing, or they're just using momentum, using their body to lift things up, like a bicep curl. So obviously, this is my second advice to you. Lower your weights. Most of you may even be doing a lot more than you think you can. And it's not a bad thing, but sometimes you need to take a hard look at yourself and be like, is my form really good? And am I slowing down my eccentric on most of my lifts? And sometimes, and most of the times, you're rushing. You're going too fast. And you need to lose your ego and lower that weight a little bit more until you have it under control, until you're able to actually control that weight. What this is doing when you're also slowing down the eccentric movement, when you're focusing on good form, when you're working, you're not rushing, when you're doing all these things, essentially what that is going to do indirectly is going to give you more of that mind-muscle connection. You've probably heard of this term before, mind-muscle connection. There's been studies out there that show that when you have that mind-to-muscle connection, when you're able to feel properly the muscle that you're working live, you feel that bicep, right? Because you're present, you're in the moment, you're not rushing. When you're able to do that, you can make, and you will make, more gains at the gym. It's pretty crazy. As you get into meditation and self-improvement, this is the next level, right? You can move that practice and apply it into other aspects of your life. So you can apply meditation into working out. And this is exactly what's happening here. You're present and aware and slowing down, and you're present of that muscle that it's activating live as it's going. So you feel that bicep, you feel that contraction. And that will get you a lot of progress at the gym. And something that I've seen personally, right? This is through personal experience. I've seen myself make a lot more gains at the gym. Obviously, my sleep has to be right. My diet has to be on point. But I've seen myself make a lot more progress when I've slowed down, when I stopped rushing. And obviously, you don't have to do this for all your lifts, but you can start to incorporate some of your lifts. You can start incorporating this slow eccentric movements. And so try it yourself. Tell me how it goes. Obviously, it's not a one-day thing. You need to wait a few months for the progress. But that's self-improvement, right? We accept the fact that everything comes for our future self. It takes time. It's not overnight. But I can promise you that with this short trick, you'll be able to make a lot more progress than your peers. Or just like ego lifting, going fucking fast. They don't even know what they're doing. Their form is shit. You can make a lot more progress when you lower the weight, lose your ego, and slow it down, especially that eccentric movement. So again, I'm repeating myself. I hope this helped, bro. Click down below. There's a Discord of other young men leveling up. I'm there as well. I'll see you next time, bro.